kids loose. Oh, I forgot where we're up to. 24 of 30. I'm wearing the sparkly jacket. If you're new to this channel and this suite of videos, it's about to go a little bit crazy because we've spent, up to parts wherever we are, 24 now, talking quite specifically about marketing. There's a lot of personal growth. And as we get to the end of these 30 days or, that target is in sight, I'm going to have a little bit of fun and explore a few things because for me, this is what this whole process was about. It's been very cathartic. But I want to hear from you. Tell me some of your thoughts on this. We're going to explore value in your business. We talked in part 6 about pricing. Now, let me just say, I don't have the answer for this. So let's explore a bit, because in that particular video, I talked through kind of a very traditional view of value in terms of this is how much my ingredients cost, this is my hourly rate, so here is the price in exchange for, cake. Except it's not just cake, is it? It's the centre of the universe moment. We're creating memories. So how do you put a value on that? It's interesting. So I was at my friend's house the other day. There was 4 of us, and weirdly, 3 of us have started or are starting to work for themselves. I have my own business, Bake with Luce. My friend has hers, in terms of empowering female entrepreneurs to grow their business, very much purpose-driven, fabulous. And my other friend is consulting and marketing. And so we're all sat there and we were talking about, what do you charge? Where do we see value? And my other friend pipes up, that we now know her as the detective, said, girls, I'm onto something here. You're all saying the same thing. You're massively underestimating how much you're worth. You put this financial cost, kind of an hourly rate, but what you're doing is so much more. So we're like, ooh, this is interesting. I don't really know where to kind of go with this. I have a traditional model, I have an hourly rate, but here's the thing. When I'm working, we'll use Bake with Luce as an example. I built out a little calculator that's got all the cost. It links to ingredients, and if I'm making an 8-inch round vanilla cake that I think is going to take maybe 2 hours as a bake, it will biff me out a price. It includes business profit in there, time for baking, everything, blah, blah, blah. Some painting techniques I'm slightly quicker at. So if I'm doing a particular cake and I painted it and it takes me, and I kind of know over time how long these things are going to take me, this one's going to be 2 hours. The end outcome, that centre of the universe moment, is still the same as perhaps the same size cake. We're not talking cost proportion, but is much more intricate in terms of the painting style, the design. The outcome is the same. It took me longer. So one cake is cheaper than another, but the outcome is the same. I don't know the answer to this. For now, I've just had to work to this is the time. When I'm doing something, for example, like a wedding cake, and I meet with the bride and groom, usually both together, and see who's got, who wants to input. Are there any definite do's, any definite don'ts? What's the vibe? What are the colour schemes, arrangements, flowers, decoration? I build out a vision in my head so that they come to me and say, yes, we trust you to do something amazing. I can tell them the absolute maximum that something might cost based on the amount of hours that I can physically do on one cake over 2 days, baking, decorating, and then setting up, sometimes painting in situ when I take it to the venue. So there's a top limit. Not to say that it always would be that. I'm not thinking, right, I'm quoted for the absolute, no. When I talk about building trust and the value of your power of your brand, the integrity that I put on myself to how long do things take, that's the cost. People don't want to have that creativity squashed in any way. So when it comes to pricing, I mean, it's kind of, I have an idea of how long things might take. If somebody does have a budget, then in terms of the thinking around ideas, I know what takes longer. I know, you know, if you want something painted with things and gold leaf and and wafer paper flowers and, you know, this, that takes longer. I don't know. I'm kind of in a middly muddle. I price based on the amount of time it takes. My creativity and my ideas are shaped by a budget, if there is one. If there isn't, and quite often people will say to me, we trust you to do something amazing. We also trust you to charge us accordingly as well. When I'm doing the thing, I'm not thinking how long it's going to take me. I'm not like, oh shit, I need to get finished, or oh, I've got loads of time. I'm just doing the thing. But what's the actual value in terms of, the meaning that it brings somebody? I don't know. We're going down a rabbit hole here, but I'm really interested to know perhaps what you think on value. What's the value of your brand? You know, where does that sit? Hang on, let me just see what else I wrote here. Yeah, I don't know. This is a kind of, if you've just joined this suite of videos and you're watching this one, you probably think I'm absolutely barking. There is all method in the madness. You know, the videos thus far have all culminated into these next ones. And now I'm just having a little bit of fun and kind of exploring and learning, maybe from you. I'm really interested to hear, what do you think about value that's not just financial? You know, the outcome of your product service. Comments below. Come on now. You can do it.